everyone! Pure, hot recap here with another SB. First things first, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss out on our new videos. All right, let's dive into our movie. Oh my god, when I see these scenes, it just hits differently. Are you watching too, huh? What action, what excitement. Check out Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. And enjoy. Let me break it down for you. Oh my god, what an incredibly exciting and adventurous movie. Let me tell you all about it from the beginning with all the juicy details. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Our story takes place in a post-apocalyptic world. Imagine a world where everything's destroyed, civilization's gone, and it's all violence and chaos. The sky's always gray, and the land's dry and barren. In this wild world, we meet a brave young girl named Furiosa. Furiosa lives with her mom in a relatively safe area. They're part of a tribe called the Vuvolini, trying to live a peaceful life. Furiosa's learned from childhood how to defend herself and survive in this harsh world. But this relative peace doesn't last long. One day, while Furiosa and her mom are gathering supplies, they suddenly hear the roar of engines. Oh no, a group of savage raiders is attacking. It's a horrific scene. There's screaming and fire everywhere. Furiosa's mom tries to help her escape, but it's too late. The raiders capture Furiosa and take her away. The scene where mother and daughter are separated is truly heartbreaking. It really pulls at your heartstrings. Now, Furiosa's taken to the group's leader, a crazy guy named Dementis. Man, this Dementis is one weird dude. His face is all scarred and burned, and his eyes have this scary glint. But the strangest thing is that when he sees Furiosa, he thinks she's his daughter. Can you believe it? Furiosa, who's totally scared and confused, tries to convince Dementis he's mistaken. She says she's not his daughter and begs him to let her go. But Dementis isn't listening. It's like he's living in his own fantasy world and doesn't want to accept reality. Now, things get even more interesting. Dementis decides to take Furiosa to a place called the Citadel. The Citadel is this massive fortress run by a powerful ruler named Immortan Joe. Oh boy, it's like we're jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire. The Citadel is this weird, scary place, full of violent people and massive buildings that stretch up to the sky. When they reach the Citadel, there's this unforgettable scene. Dementis and Immortan Joe, two of the most dangerous and crazy people in this wild world, come face to face. The air's thick with tension, and it feels like a huge fight could break out any second. Everyone's holding their breath. But instead of fighting, these two start negotiating. It's like they're bargaining over people's lives. They're haggling over water, food, fuel, and even people. When Furiosa sees this, she finally realizes what a horrible world she's stuck in. Suddenly, in the middle of the deal, Dementis makes an unexpected offer. He says he's willing to give Furiosa to Immortan Joe, too. It's like he's trading a commodity, not a human being. Furiosa, who's been quiet out of fear until now, can't take it anymore. With unbelievable courage, she spills the beans. She yells that Dementis isn't her father and that he even killed her mother. Wow, what a tense moment. Everyone's shocked. Immortan Joe, totally thrown by this revelation, decides to keep Furiosa with him. Maybe he thinks he can use this brave girl to his advantage. So Furiosa's forced to stay at the Citadel and work. But this girl's smarter and stronger than they think. Now, Furiosa has to learn how to survive in this new, dangerous environment. She goes through some really tough times. But gradually, with her smarts and talent, she figures out how to navigate life in the Citadel. The interesting thing is, Furiosa shows a special talent for driving. It's like she can talk to the cars. She becomes an incredibly skilled driver. Everyone's amazed by her driving skills. Even Immortan Joe himself is impressed. But Furiosa never forgets where she came from and what happened to her family. Throughout all this time, one thought keeps spinning in her head: escape and revenge. Now, let's get to the exciting part of the story. Furiosa, who's now super strong and skilled, decides to put a daring plan into action. She wants to escape from the Citadel in a huge war truck. Oh my god, what a crazy plan! This truck, which they call a war rig, is this metal monster that can plow through sandstorms. Furiosa's been planning this moment for months. She's thought of every little detail. The big day arrives, and Furiosa puts her plan into action. With a ton of trouble and stress, she manages to steal the war rig and break out of the Citadel. Oh man, my heart's racing. It's like I'm right there watching all this happen. But this is just the beginning. When Immortan Joe and his sons realize Furiosa's escaped, they go nuts. They send out a whole army after her. Hundreds of war vehicles, motorcycles, and even planes. Meanwhile, Dementus hears the news and sets out with his forces too. Holy cow! It's like the whole world's chasing Furiosa. Now, Furiosa's stuck in the middle of this barren wasteland with tons of enemies closing in from all sides. But this brave girl doesn't give up. With her smarts and skills, she overcomes every obstacle in her path. She crosses dangerous canyons, plows through sandstorms, fights enemies. Even when she gets caught a few times, she still doesn't give up and finds a way to escape. What an inspiring spirit. During this action-packed journey, Furiosa meets new people. Some are enemies, some are friends. One of these people is this weird guy everyone calls Mad Max. At first, Furiosa and Max fight, but they gradually realize they can help each other. The final battle arrives. Furiosa faces off against Dementus. Oh, what a breathtaking moment. It's like time stands still. Furiosa, who's been waiting years for this moment, now has her chance for revenge. Everyone thinks she's about to kill Dementus. But you know what? Furiosa makes an unexpected decision. Instead of killing Dementus, she decides to take away his voice. This way, he can't give orders or hurt anyone anymore. What a smart decision. It shows that Furiosa is not just brave, but wise, too. In the end, after loads of adventure and danger, Furiosa triumphs and returns to the Citadel. But this time, not as a slave, but as a powerful leader. Everyone's amazed to see her. Furiosa promises to build a better world, a place where everyone can live in peace and harmony. Oh my God, what an incredible story! Full of action, excitement, surprising moments, and valuable lessons. Furiosa showed us that with courage, intelligence, and perseverance, you can succeed and make a change even in the toughest conditions. This movie is truly inspiring and really makes you think about